spring, you're going to get a lot of vetiver. These are the best spring fragrances for men. Let's start with an honorable mention first. And I want to mention Ambre Nagui from Hermes. And I think this is a fragrance that is warm and light at the same time. It smells like a comforting apple pie, but it's a very light scent. I love this one. And if you love gourmandish fragrances, fresh fragrances, try this one out. I really recommend you. This one, it just doesn't last a very long time, so that is why it's on an honorable mention. By the way, my name is Monica, and on this channel we talk about fragrances for men, so if you love smelling great, subscribe. Why sell La Nuit de l'Homme but the Le Parfum version? Why? Because for me, this scent has got both the really sexy and sensual and just a bit sweet attributes of the La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Toilette, but this one also, especially in the opening, it is very fresh. To me, it smells like a shower gel, like a really good shower gel for men, and to me, it has got both that shower freshness that is extremely sexy, and then the other qualities of the La Nuit de l'Homme, just warm and inviting. So I think springtime we get both warm and cold weather, so this is the perfect fragrance, and it also has a decent projection as opposed to some, so this one is great. Next is a cheapie and one that you can just grab, literally blind buy and spray all the time. This one, Dylan Bleu Versace pour him. Anyway, pour lui. To me, this is a fun bad boy because it's fruity, it's a bit like joyous and fun and fresh, but it lasts and then it also projects if you spray quite a lot. But it's just a fun, good all around fragrance. You can wear it in the summer, spring, summer, all the time. It is like this perfect weekend fragrance also if you're looking for a fragrance that isn't too serious, you know. It's a fragrance for younger boys or like people at university. I think that like for that it is perfect. Next up is a fragrance if you enjoy grassy, a bit more green fragrances, if you enjoy vetiver fragrance, then this is just the perfect amount of cash that you have to put down for the scent you get. This smells so much more expensive than it is. It's a straight up vetiver scent. It is so good. Oh, the atomizer, oh, it's so good. It's earthy, it's just, to me, manly, just rooty, like woody fragrances are so mouth-watering and sexy in their own way, in like this timeless classic way. Such a good like fragrance if you don't like any sweetness in your fragrance. So good. I'll link some discounters for you guys so you can get it at a good price. Next up is Fragrance de Bois, and this is Oud Vert Intense. This fragrance to me, oh my gosh, smells a bit like ginger beer. I love it. It's effervescent, it's spicy, it really packs a punch, but it's also like vegetal and like it's got that ginger accord in there and citrusy. I really love how earthy it is, and you'll get loads of vetiver in this fragrance because I think vetiver is the perfect springtime scent. It just smells so amazing, and this is just this earthy fragrance that is so good. If you love just really splurging on your fragrance and getting something unique that only you are wearing, this one is totally worth it. Like many Fragrance de Bois fragrances, the quality is top notch, and the unboxing, like when you get the box, it's the luxury experience overall too. Okay, next up we've got this one, Commodity Moss Plus. This is the Bold Sphere in the moss scent. And this I picked because I love how green and slightly bitter it is. It's just this mossy, green masculine scent with this crispness, almost like when you bite into a green apple. Oh, it's so good. Typically masculine, but with that bitterness, it's also unique. I can imagine somebody who really loves their scents and wants a fragrance that will go with like every outfit they have. This is the perfect scent. And they also gave me 10% off from their website, because they have just launched in the UK, and I love their fragrances, and I was like, please, can I have some 10% off for my audience? So I'll link that fragrance, and also I think it's Montan code for you guys, so you can have 10% off. They're both available US and UK. Next up, we've got, I am in love with Masque Milano, and this is Hemingway. This is again an earthy, slightly nutty fragrance. It is slightly smoky also to my nose, which makes me so happy. It's so different. You just, when you buy a fragrance that is niche, so a bit more expensive, it's just, you've got this, you want something more from this fragrance. And this fragrance is really different take on an earthy, classy fragrance that doesn't have a lot of sweetness in it, but it's got a tiny bit of like incense-y. It's so perfect. It's so intriguing. This one would be a head-turner fragrance for spring for me, for men. And I think from my collaboration I did with Max Aroma, my code might still work, my discount code. So I'll put it down below, so you can maybe get, if you're in the US, this fragrance for a discount, 10 or 15% discount. I don't remember, but I'll put it down. So if you want to get it before the code expires. Hopefully it won't expire yet. Next one is a fragrance that I've just discovered. It's a new one by KILIAN, and I love by KILIAN for the moreish, just really gourmand, heavy, sweet fragrances. But this is different. This is so good. This is L'heure verte, so the green hour, and it's based on, I can't say this word of this thing, absinthe. Anyway, this is like an alcohol, and this fragrance is fresh, so it's different from KILIAN. And I love how it literally smells medicinal. This fragrance, it's so intriguing because it's green. It's got patchouli in there as well, and violet leaf. It's slightly bitter. It's so unique. It's so surprising. It's freshy, but not fully a freshy, because it's got the earthy and dark patchouli in there, which is, for women, it's one of the most addictive scents ever. This one is a real, just no-brainer, unique fragrance, and that is why it's in my top 3 spring fragrances, because it's unique, it's different, it's fresh, but like right in the middle. Amazing. For my top 2, okay, has to be in here. Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. You know that this is one of the best blue fragrances. The Eau de Parfum in particular, perfect balance between the super freshness and the woodiness. It is to die for. To die for. This scent I don't have to talk to you a lot about, because I've done a full review of all the options that you get, Eau de Parfum, Parfum and Eau de Toilette in Bleu de Chanel at the moment, so I'll link it down here, up here, so you can go and watch it if you're wondering which version is for you of Bleu de Chanel. But this one I recommend for all year round and for spring, because it lasts long, it's heavy and fresh at the same time, so, and it projects nicely. And the first one, it has to be here. Again, a vetiver scent. Vetiver is just my go-to spring recommendations for men, because if you want to smell amazing in spring, just wear a vetiver fragrance. It's a no-brainer. Everybody will compliment you on your fragrance. Terre d'Hermes Eau de Toilette, vetiver, earthy scent. And this is my favorite Terre d'Hermes. I have tested all the other options, and if you want me to do a review of all the other options you get Terre d'Hermes, let me know down in the comments, so I know to make this video comparison of all the Terre d'Hermes. But this one to me just strikes a balance of being earthy but still light, and so airy. It just smells like this super rich guy on holiday, just like sitting in Palais Royal, you know, by the fountain in Paris, and just smelling so great, just like basking in the sun in between, I don't know, in his like lunch hour or something. It smells so luxurious and fresh and timeless. Just, yeah, I love this one. I'll link all the fragrances down for you in the description, and also follow me on Instagram at Monica_Cioch, because there I post a bit more about different fragrances I acquire, or when I go on shopping trips, stuff I ask you questions also. So follow me on there and subscribe, of course. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.